Burgess Taylor, and we're going to do a plan with me. I realize that it's already Monday, but I have been trying to get a few things together in my thoughts for One Book July, which is going to start in about, oh, I don't know, 2.5 weeks. Actually, I guess, because, well, a little bit more than that, because today is Monday. Friday will be the 15th, so we'll have half of the month left. And I'm excited about One Book July. I am really excited. Let's move in just a tad closer. There we go. I am really excited about One Book July, but I've been trying to sort of formulate some ideas for One Book July. And I started thinking about that here. Just going over some of what I'm doing now. And I have my Omni Journal, but I'm not really doing it very much planning in it. And I don't think I really need to do the planning in it. And I don't know. I may miss doing the setup, especially the art part of the setup. But I got to thinking about it, and I don't think I'll miss it enough to continue to do that in there. For example, here is June's, and I'm not really using it the way that I thought I would. I got a little, I was in a lot of pain, so I am journaling, I'm doing stuff, but today's here, not really, I don't know. I could set up the week right here, but the more I thought about it, the more I started thinking I could actually just do this. Because what I'm doing in here is completely different, and I don't really need to do that in there because I'm doing it on the daily pages in there. For the monthly, I have more personal finance and stuff like that. And then this is actually where I do more work, and I do add in some home stuff. I can't believe I'm back in this. I've been kind of itching towards it. I'm just playing around a little bit here and there. I didn't want to really announce it because every time I say I'm doing something a certain way after I make a video about it and I talk about it, then it seems like that's the prompt to change things. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to continuously flip-flop back and forth. I really love the Hobonichi. Really do. So July starts, and it's World Watercolor Month, and it's One Book July, and I want to streamline some things for One Book July. I really do want to streamline some things for One Book July. I've been thinking, and my planning, I'm thinking about what I really want to do. I want to reorganize and focus more on following my gut. I want one planner, one bullet journal, Omni Journal, one art traveler's notebook. Basically, the one planner has question marks because I do work stuff and I do home stuff. And I don't mind the calendar having things because I can easily do tracking here, and I think I'm going to go back to doing tracking here, especially with July. And I think I'm going to go back to doing my planning in here, and I'll do some planning and some note-taking, but we have this. And I have tried to use the Hobonichi Week on a regular basis, but because most of the time it's in my purse, because it's supposed to be an everyday carry, but I don't go anywhere every day. I mean, I don't go anywhere every day. I'm most of the time at home. I run errands on Fridays. When school is in, I pick up Victor once a week, sometimes twice a week. And so most of what I'm doing is just, work. So I thought, why not make this a little bit simpler? And then I am thinking, do I want to just do the Hobonichi, cousin, and then maybe do my Stology and the calendar? Do I want to Do I want to use this? Because I can use this. So I think this is more bullet journal. This houses my collections. And then this is sort of the brain dump place. I haven't really done much in here since I showed the watercolor stuff in the live video. What I was thinking about, and I started today with the planning, and then I realized after I wrote a couple of things down that this would be much better suited for work and where I plan out, say, the blog post that corresponds with the video, and I can have a little bit of fun doing this kind of thing because I think I finally kind of figured out what I do here. And this I really enjoyed, laying out my thoughts and kind of putting down on paper, because this is A5. Really enjoyed this part of it. And I was like, this I don't mind, but this, I was like, time tracking? I don't need to time track anymore. I'm only tracking some habits now. I don't need to track all the habits I was tracking. So I think I'm going to use this in conjunction with this. And this will be more bullet journal style, where I'm actually writing out what I need to do for the week right here, and then more things if there's something that I actually need to do, like a little bit of stuff here, more home stuff. Tuesday we have Patreon's Tuesday Talk, which is their coffee chat. I'm going to film Wednesday's coffee chat for YouTube, because I'm going to be filming the Tuesday Talk this evening. And then Wednesday I have film and edit. And so I'm going to write here, take pics. Okay. Creative time. Actually, it's not going to be. It's what's in my R bag, because I'm changing things. And then it's a preview for YouTube, and I'm also doing this and this, I think. So we're going to put film. And we're going to put blog post. And some of this is a bit redundant. I don't know why I put a dot. And that's going to be the what's in my bag. Or at least the initial setup of it, because I pretty much got it together. And then this is Patreon's actual other tier. And then I'm off. So some of the other things I have to do. Oops, I just smeared that. Not going to be doing daily stuff, I don't think. I think I'm just going to be doing weekly stuff in here, because I think when it comes to what I'm doing, since I didn't do it on this page, I've been thinking here. So this is where I have one of two choices. I'm thinking about moving this back into the bifold and out of this trifold. I really wish hoping to would come out with B6. But I have an idea, because I have this one journal I've been doing my creative time, and it's astrology. You know, no, I'm not. I'm going to start doing my daily pages here and doing notes and stuff in here. I like the way the Hobonichi is set up. I really do. I like the way that it's set up. I can do the tracking, and I think between the two of these, because I have more space on these pages since they are A5, for notes like this. Like, I have notes back here. I was figuring something out. I wrote down Fix 8 gel pads to add to the top of a tripod, epoxy glue, Coroplast sheets, to do some ideas DIY stuff for art, plein air, watercolor, urban sketching stuff. So I can actually go back in and take notes on any page I want to. I have a list of watercolors. These are some of the watercolors I've been trying to figure out. These are a list of different watercolors, because I'm trying to get a better idea of what I really want, and I have a pretty good idea. There are a few colors that are more for art that would actually go in this tin for crafty, you know, for some stuff. I have the more, and then in my other palette, some of those, I need another buff, I need a tube of buff titanium. I am starting now to get tubes and filling half pans instead of getting half pans. If there's a color that I really want to try, then I'll go ahead and get a half pan, and I'll order it from Artistic Cat. I love her shop. It's just that I'm going through watercolor a lot more than I expected with certain colors, and there are certain colors I won't need to get in tubes. Payne's Gray is a color I need to get in a tube. I have it in a tube. The buff titanium, that's actually, I only have it in a half pan, and I need to get it in a tube. So these are planning thoughts, forward planning and things like that. Some things I'm going to actually be doing more in the Hobonichi, because I'm going to be doing ideas. The weekly setup, though, I'll be doing, I did this ahead of time, and then as things come in, like, I don't have the whole thing filled out. As things happen, I'll add more stuff in a different ink, so I know those are things I added too. And I will be either using little bits of washi that I cut up, or I'll draw some doodles myself, and I enjoy doing this. As you can see, I didn't do a whole lot here. This is when I wasn't feeling very good at all, and then this is where I did some stuff here, but I didn't put a whole bunch of stuff here. I was going to use this part for home, and I didn't really do anything. I actually did more of that stuff in here. And I have somehow lost my coupon for Paper Penguin. I had a coupon, and I have lost it. It's getting time to order another one of these, probably after July is over. Or I may just end up using this and then having the collections at the front and then ordering some more. I really like the Paper Penguin inserts, the B6 size. Really do like them. And I have actually considered just getting astrology and using it in conjunction with the calendar. I have actually considered doing that for One Book July. I have thought about it. I may end up doing that for One Book July, leaving the collections insert in here, and then just, this is my collections insert, using the collections insert um, and the calendar and the stology, and then using the stology itself. I really want to not have more than a planner, a bullet journal, and a traveler's notebook set up, and then my arts traveler's notebook. And that's it. I want it down to 3. I am leaving the Hobonichi weeks in my purse because I can write on it. I have the A6 Hobonichi. I have the weeks. Ow, I just cut my thumb again. I'll be right back. Okay, I cut my thumb yesterday doing some stuff in the kitchen. Yeah, I went to put some stuff in the trash can, some cans, and a lid for one cut my thumb. So anyway, this is Tomoe River paper, and I really love the Tomoe River paper. I really, really love the Tomoe River paper, and I think I might just do the bullet journal in here, set it up like a bullet journal, even though I have all the stuff in here, so I can finish the last bit of this for July. Haven't made up my mind. I'm still thinking, because I could use the calendar and this notebook and put it in a traveler's notebook. These I could just sit to the side because this is actually collection stuff. I mean, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal because I'm doing World Watercolor Month, I'm doing Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm doing One Book July. Along with YouTube and Patreon, I will be doing weekly updates for One Book July. I'm going to try to do weekly updates for Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm thinking about doing like one video a week where it's a vlog where I kind of catch up on how World Watercolor Month went. That World Watercolor Month could do like a flip through every Friday because that's the Journal Mojo. And I could do the flip through every Friday for it. Monday could be the update for One Book July every Monday because that's the planning sort of kind of day. Wednesday is my coffee chat. So in my coffee chat, I could start my coffee chat with an update for Camp NaNoWriMo and how things are going so far all together with doing all these creative things. June has been a really good month for me so far. I feel pretty good about what I'm doing. I haven't been as busy in the planner. I quit tracking. Just not really following the tracking. I am going back through and looking at certain things and thinking, okay, what do I want to do? What am I concentrating on? And I think between this and that, it will work. I may come to a point where at the end of this year, I don't get another Hobonichi. I know for sure I won't be getting all the Hobonichis. I love them, but I feel guilty when I don't use them on a regular basis. And I have found that the A6 is really good for jotting down certain kinds of notes. And since I have the AVAC series for July, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in here. Now I'm thinking maybe I could switch to A6. See, this is the dilemma, and I have considered using this and the A6 Enigma that I have. This has the calendar in it for One Book July, and switching to the A6 Hobonichi, the A5 Hobonichi, and my art. I haven't decided. I have a love-hate, and I've tried to get to a point where I want to use these on a regular basis. So that might be something that I end up doing. I have a traveler's notebook I could actually put all the stuff in, and it would work pretty well. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure things out. I don't know if other people are anxiously awaiting One Book July, any of the videos that are out, or if anybody is starting to think about their setup for One Book July, but this is something that I'm considering, And as I plan out what I'm doing and seeing how things work, I'm wondering, this doesn't have the weekly, but I could easily either put this, I don't care if they're the same size, really. I could put this in here, and take out the calendar from the front. And use this and these two and do this. And not use an A6 Traveler's Notebook, just use this stuff. I'm still thinking. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do yet, but I do know I would really like to utilize things that I have. I love this Snoopy, and I think that I really wish this was B6. If this were B6, I would put it in here, and I would have I would be great, because I could do the weekly stuff in here, the daily stuff in here. If this were B6, I don't care for B6 Slim, because this has a calendar in it. And next year, I don't know, I may end up getting a couple of Taroko Design Breezes and taking them to Staples and getting them cut down to B6, unless I can find, or getting some more of these Paper Penguin companies. I really like these, getting quite a few of these, and using one for the weekly. Yeah, I truly wish that Hobonichi came in B6. I would try the Jibun Techo in the B6 Slim, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of B6 Slim, but if it was, I think it would work okay for the weekly portion of it, if I used it with, say, Astrology, or used it with one of these notebooks in conjunction and had my bullet journal stuff in one traveler's notebook. I just got finished with Planner Boot Camp and stuff, and my planning system is fine. What I'm doing with the calendar, and no matter where I set things up, I'm okay with. Now I'm at the point where I want to be okay with using the things that I have, utilizing them in a way that speaks to me. So I don't know. I may end up going full out and using a bunch of traveler's notebooks, but my initial thought is to sort of streamline things a bit. Try some different things so that I can get rid of the love-hate relationship that I have, and getting rid of the love-hate relationship that I have with, and I love the Hobonichi. What I don't love is that I think it's, for journaling, I need more than 1 page a day, but for planning, I don't. But I have truly fallen in love with the B6 size, and think that's my biggest issue now. But anyway, maybe One Book July will be good, since I have so much going on, to sort of go A6, A5, big planning, A6, little planning, and B6 for my journal, my art journal stuff. We'll see. But I'm going to think about it. Let me know what you are thinking about doing for One Book July, if you're going to be participating in One Book July. Yeah, let me know what you're doing. And I will see you again soon. Like I said, this is really tempting to just put in a traveler's notebook with my other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.